So, I work here in Mount Currie on the traditional territory of the Lil'wat and Statliam peoples. With two other staff and 21 students, we continue to dream into existence a new world, pun intended, of learning that is accepting, inspiring, and decolonizing. For me, this is something that is guided by an awareness of critical intention. Now, for me, my favorite animal is the frog, a creature known to be capable of not only inhabiting but thriving in two worlds, that of the land and the water, or in a deeper sentiment, the living world and the spirit world. For better, and also arguably for the worst, I have always tried to inhabit these multiple worlds, straddling the realms of the physical, urban, rural, educator, social worker, and the metaphysical, teacher, learner, pragmatic idealism, or romantic nihilistic skepticism. When I was 18, during a bout of idealistic romanticism, I spent 3 months volunteering on a project in Central America. It was here when I first came face to face with the question of intention, as my ego received a proverbial kick in the pants. My world was shaken, and I became oh so aware of something. Now, I wasn't quite sure what it was, but it was somewhere between supreme insignificance and the supremacy of the seemingly insignificant. I came to grips with the fact that I knew absolutely nothing. In one of those rare special moments when you read something that feels as though it was written to slap you in the face, I was given a copy of Ivan Illich's 1968 speech, "To Hell with Good Intentions." In 2,500 words, he deconstructed the whole genre of Western charitable intentions, rooted in colonial attitudes and subversive presumptions of power and supremacy, and I nearly got on a plane and went home. What I began to understand then and have been mentally chewing on ever since is that it is all about intention, but yet good intentions are not enough, so much so that they can be dangerous and oppressive. Now, I am uniquely positioned as a 21st century teacher with the power to be a participant in incremental change, but I am also a participant in an institution that has and can still be a perpetrator of covert and overt colonialism. And knowing this, what is an educator, a shummet, or outsider like me to do? How do I as an individual and we as the collective community participate in making reconciliation an inclusive process? Break out of the trap of good and therefore limited intentions that only serve to perpetuate a cycle of othering Aboriginal ways of knowing. When I started this job, I walked in with my eyes three-quarters open and intentions best described as a cross between apprehension and tempered zeal. I knew in advance that my worldviews would be challenged, scrambled, and probably realigned into new patterns. I entered aware of my precarious positioning as a random white guy trying to decolonize education and re-inspire marginalized learners from a community and culture of which I knew almost nothing. But that was just the beginning. What I came to learn since is that I needed to completely relearn what it means to be an educator. And this can't just happen once or twice, but every single day. That circle is not just a fun activity we do before lunch, but the central theme we must structure our entire program around. That unconditional acceptance is not just fun to say, but it is also the start and end and restart of everything we do. Because for us, literacy building is more about relationship building than anything else. That to break down barriers, that also means creating an understanding of boundaries that are limited, flexible, and individualized. Choose restorative over punitive. The going slower to go faster is actually a thing and a force multiplier. The participation in everyday ceremony of experience, culture, and community is extremely important in increasing student engagement. And that I am a cog in a complex system consisting of parents, families, social workers, doctors, Aboriginal support workers, counselors, constables, and much, much more that must, but often don't, communicate with one another. That we need to get over our disengaging instructive fetish on helping and instead direct our intentions inward towards personal reflection and outward toward a shared learning and understanding. This means continuing the process of deschooling myself so my students, coworkers, and I can continue to dream into existence something new, something exciting, that doesn't stink of charitable intentions, but rather thrives from a view that we're going to make it somewhere exciting together.